celebrations here in Miami, but of course the mood have been very different in Havana. I'm going to be joined throughout this Facebook Live by my colleague from BBC Mundo here in Miami, Luis Pajarito. Hi, Luis, how are you? Tell us, for all our viewers that have just joined us on this Facebook Live on the BBC News Facebook page, tell us, where are you, where are we, and why has this particular place here in Havana been chosen for this rally to celebrate Fidel Castro's name?
We're in Little Havana, right in front of the Bay of Pigs Memorial. This is a particularly important monument for the Cuban American community here in Miami. As you may remember, the Bay of Pigs was the attempt, a US-supported attempt by Cuban refugees to invade the island and overthrow the government of Fidel Castro back in 1961. Of course, an effort that was unsuccessful then. However, since then, this story of the Bay of Pigs has become a legend here in the Cuban American community. They are seen as heroes in this community. And the Bay of Pigs monument is right here, so we're right in the middle of Cuban American Miami, the heart of the Cuban exile community in the US.
And to speak a bit more about this memorial, about the Bay of Pigs, it's interesting that President-elect Donald Trump, on his comments on knowing the day of Castro's death last Friday, also mentioned this memorial and the Brigade 2506. Why do you think President-elect Donald Trump decided to speak about this specific brigade and this group of Cuban American exiles in particular?
That's right. Particularly in the final days of his campaign, he was trying to attract the Cuban American vote, and he came to Miami very often in the last days of his campaign, and he actually got the endorsement of the Brigade 2506 veterans, which was, I believe, the first time they ever endorsed officially a candidate, of course, from the Republican Party in that case. So it was clearly a political strategy by Donald Trump to try to attract the Cuban American vote, which in many cases has been very, very strongly critical of the Democrats, and in particular of Hillary Clinton. Of course, her husband, Bill Clinton, was the president when the whole Elian Gonzalez saga occurred here in Miami quite a few years ago. Again, a very emotional thing for the Cuban American community here in Miami. So it was clearly an effort to connect with this Cuban American vote, which actually, according to the results of the election, a majority of Cuban Americans actually voted for Donald Trump.
Luis, it's been very interesting for me that I'm kind of new here in Miami, and for many of our viewers, also our viewers on BBC Mundo and on BBC News, to see this sort of big party. I mean, the mood here in Miami has been that of a celebration, and that's what you sense right here at this rally, also demanding the freedom for Cuba and celebrating the death of Castro. And of course the mood in Havana and in Cuba has been quite different. Of course it's been, there's been silence, it's been marked by people celebrating Castro's legacy in a different way. You were here the night that Fidel Castro passed away last Friday. You were here in the heart of the community. Describe for us a bit, how was the mood here in Miami that night?
It was, of course, a very special night for Cuban Americans in Miami. It was a lot of emotions involved, people with tears in their eyes, people dancing, a lot of dancing, obviously the exact opposite, the polar opposite of what we were seeing they were singing.
It's interesting, that song by Willie Chirinos, who is a Cuban American singer and artist. It's called in Spanish, Ya Viene Llegando, which I think we could translate as, the day is coming.
It's arriving, yeah.
And the day is arriving. And it's interesting, Luis, that song came out when I was in primary school. And I remember that song was forbidden in Cuba. You weren't allowed to sing that song because it was a clear message that, one day we will be free. And for many, that one day was seen as the day that Castro died. So I think that's why for many Cubans, Cuban Americans here in Miami singing that song was very important for them. Thank you, Luis. I want us to talk a bit more with people here. The Cuban Americans that have come to this rally today. In Havana, it's going to be, and in Cuba, 9 days of national mourning have been declared. And as I was mentioning, the mood in Havana is very different. But the audience of the BBC that's joining us on Facebook Live right now, why did you decide to come today to this rally?
Well, I was born in Cuba, and I came here when I was 3 years old, and I feel very proud to be here celebrating with the Cuban exile community.
What do you say to those people who don't really understand Why are people so happy about this? Why is this such a party? And what's the reason to celebrate? What would you say to those people who don't necessarily understand?
Well, the thing is that everyone here has been in some way affected by the Castro regime, and it's a celebration because everyone he's finally gone. And so that's why we're here to celebrate.
Can you tell us a bit about your experience? You mentioned that you left Cuba when you were 3, and of course you were little, maybe you don't remember. But can you tell us a bit about your personal story? How did you arrive to the US? Why did your family decide to bring you here?
Well, my father left first, and after that my mother took me. I've been back.
Moved here. Were you able to come here to Versailles that night? Were you able to cheer as well?
Well, I went to La Carreta on Bird Road, and there was people there. Everyone was banging on the pots and pans, and everyone was very happy there.
What do you think this news means for people like you, for young Cuban Americans, for people that have had to leave their island? What are your expectations on a news like this?
Well, it's a very hopeful news because now Cuba is embarking on a new journey, and for me as a Cuban American, I can help Cuba and to find democracy, and that's what I think it makes very hopeful. This
one question, Gilberto, why did you decide to leave Cuba? Tell us a bit about that journey. ¿Por qué te fuiste de Cuba?
Precisamente por tener libertad, como decía nuestro apóstol Martín, la libertad es la esencia de la vida, eso es lo más importante.
He said he basically left Cuba to have freedom. And one last question I want to ask you is from one of our viewers, Linda Quintero, who tells us on this BBC Facebook page, she's saying that I'm sure the people of Cuba are unable to celebrate without risking their lives. Una de nuestras lectoras nos dice que ella cree que las personas en Cuba no pueden celebrar como está celebrando la gente aquí. ¿Qué crees tú?
Naturalmente no pueden porque van a ser reprimidos. Si solamente ya todas las bebidas y los licores lo han quitado de las tiendas, nadie puede tener una sonrisa. En la televisión escuché que no pueden decir buenos días porque no son buenos.
So he's telling us that he actually agrees with Linda Quintero, that he thinks that in Cuba people are not allowed to celebrate this news and express freely what they feel of Fidel Castro's path. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias, Gilberto. Thank you, Olivia. I'm coming back to speak to my colleague Luis Fajardo from BBC Mundo. Luis, one final question from our viewers on the BBC Facebook page. Fulani Smith is asking us, what does this mean for US-Cuba relations? What do you think this means?
Well, a lot of people are saying if the fact that he left Cuba, suggesting that he might want to actually roll back some of this improvement in relations. So I think that is going to be a much more relevant issue, at least in the next few weeks.
Thank you very much, Luis. We're going to leave it there. Thank you very much to all of you for joining us. We were reporting live on this rally in Little Havana. And of course, you can see all our coverage on BBC Mundo in Spanish and on BBC News also from Havana. Thank you very much.